welcome back to Storytime.
The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. For your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Shake, shake, shake my sillies out. Shake, shake, shake my sillies out. Shake, shake, shake my sillies out. And wiggle my waggles away. Clap, clap, clap my crazies out. Clap, clap, clap my crazies out. Clap, clap, clap my crazies out. And wiggle my waggles away. Jump, jump, jump my jingles out. Jump, jump, jump my jingles out. Jump, jump, jump my jingles out. And wiggle my waggles away.
I gotta yawn, yawn, yawn my sleepies out. Yawn, yawn, yawn my sleepies out. Yawn, yawn, yawn my sleepies out. And wiggle my waggles away. I gotta shake,
shake, shake my sillies out. Shake, shake, shake my sillies out. Shake, shake, shake my sillies out. And wiggle my waggles away. And wiggle my waggles away. Hi, today's story is called Owly by Mike Thaler, and this is one of my favorite books in the whole world. Owly started asking questions when he was 2 years old. He would sit all night with his mother under the stars. How many stars are in the sky? He asked one night. Many, answered his mother. How many? Asked Owly, looking up. His mother smiled. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 101, 102, 103, 104. Owly was still counting when the sun came up. 1001, 1002. How many stars are in the sky? Asked his mother. More than I can count, said Owly, blinking, and he tucked his head under his wing and went to sleep. The next night, Owly looked up at the sky again. How high is the sky? He asked his mother. Very high, she said, looking up. How high? Asked Owly. Go and see, said his mother. So Owly flew up into the sky. He flew high above his tree. He flew to the clouds. He flapped his wings very hard. He flew above the clouds. But as high as he could fly, the sky was always higher. In the morning, when he landed on the tree, he was very tired. How high is the sky? Asked his mother. Higher than I can fly, said Owly, closing his eyes and falling asleep. The next night, Owly heard the sound of the waves in the ocean. How many waves are there in the ocean? He asked his mother. Many waves, she answered. How many? Asked Owly. Go and count them, she replied. So Owly flew to the shore. He stood on the beach and counted the waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, but as many as he could count, more followed. 1001, 1002, and when the sun came up, he saw that there was still an ocean full of waves. So sleepily, he returned to his mother. How many waves are in the ocean? She asked. More than I can count, answered Owly, closing his eyes. The next night, Owly asked his mother, how deep is the ocean? Very deep, she answered. How deep? Asked Owly. His mother looked out at the sky. Almost as deep as the sky is high, she said. Owly looked up. He sat there all night thinking about the sky and the stars and the waves and the ocean and all he had learned from his mother. And as the sun came up, he turned to her and said, I love you. How much? Asked his mother. Very much, answered Owly. How much? She asked. Owly thought for a minute and then gave her a hug. I love you as much as the sky is high and the ocean is deep. She put her wing around him and gave him a hug. "Do you have any more hugs to give me?" asked Owly. "Many more." His mother hugged him again. "How many more?" asked Owly, falling asleep. "As many as there are waves in the ocean and stars in the sky." And she did.
Hi everyone, I'm here with our craft. If you registered, I'm going to go over what should have been in your bag, and if you didn't register, that's okay. A lot of these things are things that you probably have at home. First, you should have gotten a piece of dark blue cardstock, but you could always color in white paper to be blue, or you could leave it white. You should also have a piece of yellow cardstock and a small piece of orange cardstock as well, one brown paper lunch bag, a small tub of white paint, and some cotton balls. To complete this craft, you will also need a pair of scissors, a pencil, some things to write or draw with. I'm just using markers, and glue. The first thing I'm doing is laying down my blue paper. This will be my background. I'm going to rip up my brown paper bag to make a tree. What's important to remember when you're making your tree is that 1, trees are not perfectly straight, so your lines do not need to be perfectly straight. And 2, typically the bottom of a tree is much thicker than the top, so it goes like this as it goes up. So here's what mine looks like so far. This is not to say your tree has to look exactly like this. I have the base of my tree going up one side of the page, and then I have one branch right here. I might add a little branch at the top as well. One tip for the branch is to glue it down before you glue down the large part, and then you can't see the line of where the branch starts on top of the base of the tree. Now that I've finished my tree, it's time to get started on my owls. I've opened my white paint, and I'll be taking my cotton ball, dipping it into the paint, and using that to draw my owls. The reason we're using cotton balls is because it makes them look very fluffy. We gave you multiple cotton balls because after you dip the cotton balls into the paint a few times, the cotton balls can get kind of soggy, so we wanted you to have extra. And remember, when you're painting with the cotton balls, you should be using tapping motions onto the paper, not dragging motions. Then it'll just look like you painted with a brush. After I did my pats with the cotton balls and paint, this is what my owls are looking like. I did one mom owl and one baby owl, but you could do as many big owls and as many small owls as you want. While my paint is drying, I will cut out 2 beaks, 4 feet, and 4 eyeballs. Now on our eyeballs, we'll be taking something black, whether it's a black pen, a black marker, a black crayon, a black colored pencil, and we're going to be coloring in the black parts of our eyes. We have them too. They're called pupils. Now on owls, their pupils are very big, so it'll take up a lot of this yellow circle. Now since my glue is still drying, I will be adding in some details to my tree. This is totally optional. You can decorate yours however you want, but I'll be using a brown marker and I'll just be drawing some lines. Now I'll be writing my message down at the bottom here. I will be using metallic marker so it shows up better on the dark part, but you could also use a white crayon or chalk. Even pencil would probably show up as long as you press down pretty hard with the point. So I'm writing owl, in quotes, love you forever, mom. Now, if you're not giving this to your mom, which is totally okay, you may be giving this to your grandmom, your aunt, a friend's mom, anybody in your life that you want to give a Mother's Day gift to, even a teacher. So you can address this to whoever you want. So I went ahead and added some stars and even a moon as well, because I wanted this to kind of resemble the Owly story we just read. Now my paint is looking pretty dry, so I'll be able to glue on my eyes, my beak, and my feet. Okay, here is our completed craft. It looks very cute in my opinion. I'm going to give you a close-up. And one cool thing about the cardstock that's provided is when you put the paint on the paper, it actually causes the owls to raise up a little bit, so it looks almost 3D in person. Now, of course, you can change anything you want. Maybe you don't want them to be in a tree, or maybe you want to add a nest made out of the paper bag, or you want to skip the feet. Anything you want to do is totally fine. Whoever you're giving this to, I'm sure they will love it.
Bye. See you
Bye.
next time.